It's called listen. I'm listening to everything they're saying, and when I try to...
He's from the tribe of Dan. Listen.
First of all, that's not even what that piece of paper says. It says Menashe or whatever.
No, it doesn't say that. If you from Cuba, you from Dan.
How do you come to that equation?
Listen to this,
if you trace back the
Cuba,
if you
Cuba, Bakuba, that's the people.
The point I was trying to get at was the Indians, the Tainos that lived, that's why I have quotation marks for you, okay, that lived on that island were spiritual, okay? Okay, because it's true, I'll give you that, because I was talking to the brother earlier, a lot of people think that Kemet was this place of utopia, and I don't believe that.
That was for the ruling class.
I believe that no matter what culture exists on this earth, you have good people and you have bad people.
Kemet, that was the ruling class. You understand what I mean?
I would have to
listen.
look,
The Romans, that was the ruling class. Roman society wasn't Roman ruling class. When you see Carthage, Hannibal, that's the ruling class. When you're looking at, give you a, no, let me help you out. Let me help you out. No, let me help you out. Watch this, because this will make it plain. When you look at Britain, the monarch, the queen and shit, the ruling class. When you look at the people, you see this shit, right? That ain't how the ruling class live. How the ruling, no, what I'm saying to you is 1,000 years from now, when social anthropologists look up Britain, they're gonna be looking at the ruling class. You understand? They're not gonna be looking at the people in the street, the common man. When we look at these ancient cultures, listen, but when we look at these ancient cultures, right, you're gonna be looking at the ruling classes of those societies now. When you're looking at them, you're not claiming that though. You claim we was all kings and queens. Oh, those.
And I don't believe that.
Well, it's not true.
Yeah, it's not true.
No, the reason it's not true is because somebody ass was sweeping and cooking. You understand? And I know it wasn't the king or the queen. But what I'm saying is that when we look at these ancient societies and we look at the grandeur, and then we try to say that, you know, yeah, we was like empires and shit. No, that was the ruling class. You understand? Everybody else was getting kicked in their ass. This is why they had armies. This is why they had soldiers. Because they had people who didn't like what the shit was going down.
I totally agree with you. I don't get caught up on...
this shit is going down, and we don't like it.
I don't romanticize ancient cultures because at the end of the day...
Well, people get mad at
There's a lot of shit that's similar between now and then. There was gay people back then. There was thieves back then.
No.
I
have to disagree with you. There were no gay people.
Come on.
Listen.
Come on.
See, what you have to... No, you have to understand. See, you have to understand.
I don't believe that shit just sprung up.
You gotta listen. You gotta listen.
Nor am I saying that I agree with it.
Once you listen, you'll understand, right? You can't socially displace things historically. Watch this. No, watch this. Watch this and understand. No, listen and understand. You can't socially displace things historically. You're trying to socially displace something historically. That's ignorance.
If the laws of Maya, right? The laws of Maya,
no,
the 42. Wait,
I'm
hear me
trying
out.
No, you gotta listen. You gotta listen and understand. You gotta listen and understand. You won't even ask that point.
Stay pure. Is that one of the 42 articles professions to stay pure? If they were impure, why would they need a law to say stay pure?
If you listen, you will understand, right? You cannot historically displace things. Right now today, in America, we're black people, right? If somebody comes here from anywhere in Africa and you say, hey, my black brother, and he tell you I'm not black, and you say, you're not black? What do you mean? He said, I'm not black, I'm an Igbo. I'm not black, I'm a Yoruba. I'm not black, I'm Hausa. You black, because you don't know you an Igbo. You don't know you a Yoruba. You don't know you understand what I'm saying to you? Here in this society right now, there is a reality that we experience that people from a different time period would not have known. Because they would have been like, what?
Can I get some of that?
What I'm saying to you is when we say gay, remember, 50 years ago, gay men happy. They were singing that shit in song lyrics. I tell you a very popular jazz song called Lush Life by Billy Strayhorn and Duke Ellington, right? Now listen, and it says, I used to live in all those very gay places, those come with made places, and he ain't talking about
gay,
that.
Gay is an English word that states happy.
What I'm saying to you, brother,
okay.
if you just let me make this point, what I'm saying is that the language created the mindset. They talking about happy gay Paris, right? Now, if you say gay Paris now, that shit got a whole nother meaning.
That's right.
Right? My point to you is that that is socially displaced history. Right now, we can't take that modern understanding and then put it in an ancient setting. Now, what I mean to you is this: the Greeks, they was butt fuckers.
So let me get this right. Wait. Let me get this right. Because again, this goes back, and you gotta understand something. Totally, I'm all for black nationalism. Okay. I'm for it. Okay. But at the same time, at the same time, I like to be realistic. So you're gonna tell me, and I've heard a lot of people say this, that you're gonna say that there was no gay people outside of European culture back in ancient times.
No, that's not what I'm saying to you, brother. I'm not even talking about outside of European culture right now. I'm talking about Greece and Rome. I'm telling you there were no gay people in Greece and Rome. I'm telling you they were butt fucking. I'm telling you that they were homosexuals, right? Listen to what I'm saying to you, brother.
Homosexuals,
but what I'm saying, no, see now, this is where you have to.
But you know what I'm
brother,
saying,
no.
though.
This is where
you're
if
doing
you just listen for a minute, no. I bet if you listen, I bet if you stop talking, I bet George Washington Carver said, I never seen someone listen with his mouth open. I bet if you stop talking and listen, you'll understand. And not only understand, but I bet you'll make this point yourself, right? When you look at what has become the concept of gay people in this society, right? You know, I'm, what they call it, gay and lesbian.
I'm just saying.
Basically, no, wait a minute, brother.
Did they exist back in the
brother,
times?
Wait a minute. Listen to what I'm saying to you. Listen to what I'm saying to you, right? Listen to what I'm saying to you. See, cultural reality, right? Alexander the Great, if he was here right now, be a flaming faggot. In ancient Greece, he wasn't a flaming faggot. He was Alexander the Great. Conqueror, general, soldier, killer. You understand what I'm saying to you? But what I'm saying to you, brother, is that this shit has always been. But as the culture changes, you see the changes reflected in the people. Now you will see young homos, transvestite homos, motherfuckers getting transgender homos. You understand? This is the culture developing over time. In the ancient times, you had all of that. You had, listen to what I'm saying to you. No, you didn't have.
I'm sorry, brother. I'm sorry.
Okay, tell me one instance. Tell me one.
I just quoted something.
Tell me one instance and give me a name of a person who was a cross-dresser in history.
First of all, I was born in 1978.
I can tell you about Egyptian pharaohs.
And if I could time travel, I would not be standing here right now.
But I can tell you about Egyptian pharaohs. I can tell you a cross-dresser. Queen Hatshepsut.
Okay.
Queen Hatshepsut.
At the end
cross-dresser.
But here's the thing.
Dressed like a man.
At the end of the day, when it comes to knowledge, there's a lot of things that's knowledge, right? If it's not something that's bettering me as a human being, wait a second, I don't care about it.
That's escapism.
No, it's not escapism. It's not escapism. It's not escapism. Because the point I'm trying to say is, I do not condone homosexuality. But to believe that homosexuality was not in ancient Africa, I don't buy that.
But see, that's not what I'm saying.
Because
ancient Africa. What is homosexuality in ancient Africa have to do with conversation?
Look, two men having sex with each other, because you play on words a lot.
I'm saying, what does homosexuality in ancient Africa have to do? I don't even know
because you got off topic.
I don't even know who the fuck Dr. York is.
You know who Dr. York is.
No, my name is Brother Larry. Realism-ism. I don't know who Dr. York is.
The topic has changed so much, right?
I know his name.
At some point in time, a few minutes ago, this topic was being discussed, and I was trying to make a point. And the point that I've been trying to make is, at the end of the day, human beings are human beings, regardless of where you're from.
I disagree.
Okay. regardless.
We ain't down with that homosexuality shit.
I ain't down with that shit
Not
either.
here at the Council of Continents.
So
we don't support it. We don't condone it.
So
I don't give a
human
damn what the white man
human beings are not. So human beings are not human beings.
No.
If you saying that you don't support this, you don't support that. See, saying human beings are human beings is actually saying, well, you know, people are going to be people, so you just gotta accept that.
No. I didn't say accept it because people can do what they want to do.
Yeah. What is it about his teachings?
What I appreciate about Wesley Muhammad is the fact that, and it took me a while to get this.
Exactly.
Because initially I was wrestling with this, is that he deals Islam from a academic perspective, and he's not dealing with it from a dogmatic perspective. And there are many examples that I could give, and there are many examples that he could give, and a lot of people could give on the top of Islam, you know, that's academic or dogmatic. And what I respect about him is he brings Quran, he brings Hadith, he's bringing Sahih, authentic Hadith, he's bringing scholars from past and present to validate his point that man is God.
I'm willing to make a bet with you.
Yes, sir.
That Dr. Wesley Muhammad will get eaten up alive by General Yohana.
Emphatically not psychic. You know what I mean? There was some valid points that they brought about Kemet as far as I want to say incest.
Yo,
and that's
Muhammad almost got smacked up again, right?
He going crazy.
He be wildin' sometimes. You know he smoked that dust and shit.
Not even. But I just for me, I like you know, studying different things. But at the end of the day, it's like Bam said when he spoke. And I'm an activist, and I've been activist for quite a few years. Before I moved down here, I was an activist out in Newark, the NABC with Pop, New Black Panther Party. My thing is, what are we doing as far as cleaning up our community? What are we doing as far as, if you're gonna be in a street organization, at least have knowledge what you in. Because the other day, me and the Zulu brother confronted somebody down 125th, and he didn't know the history.
He become a member of the Zulu. You should too.
He didn't.
I already told them about it.
He didn't know his history of the Bloods. And the point that I was getting to the brother was that the Bloods came from the Crips, and the Crips came from the Black Panther Party. And when they originated, they were about protecting the community. It wasn't, you could leave your doors unlocked. You could leave your blinds up. You weren't hiding. You weren't in fear of people being savage and pulling out guns and shooting you up. But, you know, for me, like I said, what's more important is community work. When there's homicides out here, we can have debates all day, but where are these debaters? Where are these organizations that's out here trying to put a stop to the homicides? That's what I'm trying. That's what I believe. You know what I mean? Reading, debating over theology, doctrines. That's all cool. But at the end of the day, you know what? That's not food, clothing, and shelter. And that's not tangible shit. It's just not, man. And so that's you know, what are we doing, man? What are we really doing? Is it it's a show. It's a show about, oh, look how much knowledge I got. These are all the books I read, and I know this, I know that, and I can out debate you, and I can do this, da, da, da. Okay, but have you taught somebody to read? Have you fed a homeless person? Have you organized a food drive, a clothing drive in the community? To me, that's what impresses me.